Welcome again to another cheapwinefinder.com podcast. This is Domain Dave again. And today I have what has become one of my favorite wines to talk about. It's a Trader Joe's Reserve wine. And this time it's let me grab the bottle so I can read it. Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Barossa Valley Shiraz, South Australia, 2017, lot number 109. And there you go. I mean, in the last year, maybe year and a half, Trader Joe's Reserve wines have been some of the best bargains out there. And this is a Barossa Valley Shiraz, which is, to be very general on this, what Napa Valley is to California Cabernet Sauvignon, Barossa Valley is to Australian Shiraz. It's the elite place to get a Shiraz, which Shiraz and Syrah are the same thing. So let me take a sip and we'll talk about it. The back label says this wine was bottled by Orbach Family Wines. Bottled by means just that, they bottled it. But when I dug a little bit deeper, Orbach Family Wines sells their wines at a couple different brands, and one is Sidegate. And Sidegate, and I put links to all this on the cheapwiner.com website, a review of the wine. Sidegate has a 2017 Barossa Valley Shiraz, which they're selling for $18. This is $12.99. Are they the exact same wine? I don't know. I mean, Trader Joe's aren't saying, they're not exactly saying. At the very least, Orbach and Sidegate know how to make a 2017 Barossa Valley Shiraz. And here's the thing about a current vintage 2017 wine right now. This isn't a leftover wine because their 2017 is still this current vintage. Like a wine that's red wine from 2020 or 2021, they make that differently. They extract the grapes, take all the essence from the grape skins and the juices in a way that lessens it because they have to make the wine come together quicker. But when you completely extract the wine and try to get everything out of the grapes, well, that's what it takes to 2017 to have a wine that balances enough that you can sell it. I'm going to take another sip because this is a really good wine, and I think this wine has a couple more years it could be in a bottle. I mean, that's not to say it doesn't drink well now because it's a very satisfying wine. But how they made it is in a way that it was going to take 5 to 7 years to maybe reach its peak. And if you have an ability to cellar it properly, like in a stable temperature and climate type of thing, then this might be a kind of a fun way a low price fun way to come up with a wine. It's going to be even better in 2 years. But Shiraz wines were all the rage up until like 2009, 2010, when they had that big worldwide economic meltdown. And what happened that caused Shiraz, because they were everywhere. I mean, they were getting 90 points. $100 wines were getting 99 points. The $10 wines were getting 92 points. And what happened is after the economic meltdown, Australia didn't get hit so bad. And their wines, their dollar was like $1, maybe like 70 cents on the dollar to the U.S. dollar. So their wines were a little bit cheaper. And after that, it was like $1.30 to the buck, which all of a sudden these things went from being a $12 wine to an $18, $19 wine overnight, and it never recovered. And then the fad went elsewhere because these were big, bold, and they were having like who could be the craziest wine. They were having 17% alcohol wines, and they were doing some wines that were being aged in Pappy Van Winkle bourbon barrels and just going over the top, and they were really great at the time, but that was 12 years ago. And it's been a while since I really had a Shiraz that I went, wow, that's pretty good. And there were some, okay ones, but I can recall the days when they were just rocking. And they were really one of the first wines that caught my interest in red wines, that and Rhone Valley blends. So I'm kind of happy that I got this $12.99 wine that kind of reminds me that this is not those Mad Dog wines there. It's balanced. It's well made. It's full flavor. There's a couple of different types of spices. There's blackberry. There's blueberry. There's some vanilla. There's mocha. There is spices and jammy flavors and tart flavors. Yeah, it's really fun to drink, but it's all kind of seamlessly and balanced. Good acidity. There's tannins that are there, but they don't bite. They don't get in the way. After 5 years, they've calmed themselves down. And that's all good. So there you go. Another Trader Joe's wine that, okay, so in Australia, this is an $18 wine, and you're getting it here for $12.90 if it's the same wine. It doesn't have to be the same wine. It could be a completely different wine. But, so I'm not saying that it's the same as that, but I wouldn't know because I haven't tasted that either. But it's well worth $12.99. It's another Trader Joe's Grand Reserve bargain. So that's it for me, Domain Dave from CheapWineFinder.com. That wine was a Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Barossa Valley Shiraz 2017. Find it at your local Trader Joe's. And that's it. Like us where you like your podcasts. And I've got a couple of good. I have a Halloween wine coming up, and I've got a very special Prosecco coming up. So adios, keep it cheap, stay healthy, and everything else. Adios. Bye-bye.